Hello and welcome to the Cowboy for Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Braggio and Ben from Nolan TCG.
Hello.
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Bragg?
I haven't touched Master Duel, I can tell you that much.
Oh.
Well, I did. I opened it and went, this is in Minecraft, closed it, then opened Minecraft. Otherwise, in the card game, I wasn't able to make locals. I missed it just by this much, because I couldn't find Perilias that I had put into... My Ultra Perilias from Maze of the Masters were in my Rarity Collection 4 stuff. It was good.
I also just hadn't given him the one yet that he had for me.
I was willing to go with 2.
He'd asked me for it, and I just put it in my brain that I'd already given it to him.
I was willing to go with 2. But I couldn't make it. I'm like, I'm not going in. Oh, and the wirelesses were all around the shop as well. Don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so I have Fiendsmith for wirelesses. I actually have a deck.
Oh my god.
Fiendsmith Snake Eyes, let's do it. Not Fiendsmith Snake Eyes, let's Fiendsmith Odeon. We don't talk about the other deck. I probably will go that way though. Because Snake Eyes can just make Fiendsmith really easy. All the time.
No.
Fair.
And...
Snake Eyes getting 2 bodies out? Unheard of.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Trust me.
Sometimes.
It's
Maybe
unpumped.
3.
It's been like 4 weeks. I'm unfamiliar with what Snake Eyes does anymore.
Well, you know Doom Dragon.
I haven't yet. Ben.
My week in Yu-Gi-Oh! Played locals on Tuesday, of course, because we covered the regional, so we just need to talk about that.
Oh yeah, didn't talk about my regional.
Yeah, Bragg didn't talk about his regional. We can go back to Bragg's regional, because my locals was pretty uneventful.
Yeah,
won the games where I opened playable, lost the games where I opened unplayable. If one thing happened more, the other thing would have happened more. But instead, we ended up with a clean 50-50 split.
If you don't win, you lose.
It was weird. Like, the deck performed or drew significantly worse than it did on the weekend at the regional.
You've had this issue with Raziel over time, though.
Yeah, I just went back into the old problem of instead now.
All hand trap?
No, so my logic was like, if I don't draw Raziel, I will draw Rescue Ace. Like, round 1 last night, I was just purely playing Rescue Ace. So round 1 on Tuesday, I was playing just purely Rescue Ace, and that was enough. Like, that was fine. Round 2, I drew nothing. I was like, ooh. Turns out when you start to draw just like Preventer, Rescue Ace spells and traps, and then maybe like one of the spells from Raziel, it's like, this is not good. No. So it's like, I knew I was going to probably hit a consistency issue eventually, and I hit it. And it was expected. Can't complain.
My week. Similarly, we've just had the 1 round at locals this week because we are recording slightly early.
It's also a public holiday, so there's no locals
tomorrow
anyway.
Yeah, the store is also closed. My games went rather similarly. I am looking forward over this extended break before the next locals of putting something else together for the next couple of weeks while we wait for the new set to drop. Because I do not care about this little in-between format that we seem to have.
The next couple week?
Well, the pre-release and then the actual set release.
Yeah.
When's
So
Perilias?
Next weekend.
Snuck up, didn't it?
Very quickly, yes.
that's what
Oh my god, I just saw the day.
Yeah.
I've got an idea of something cooking in my head. It won't work properly until another set drops later.
I thought you were going to say until next set. We're just
No,
switch decks back
I'm
again.
not fucking... Give me a...
Justice Hunters? You're a Yummy Jewels now?
No.
Justice!
I haven't...
Babs.
Canine.
No, God, no. I don't know what I'm going to do by that. Like, if Malice is still going, I might just forego that whole trio and just
Malice?
keep going. God, no.
We all know he's going to play Dragon Tail. It's going to make purple cards and he's not going to be able to resist it.
Yeah, but those purple cards are shit.
Also, we're all neglecting the fact that he can just play Orcust. He's going to be playing Orcust.
Isn't it the best deck? Isn't it the best deck?
Dragon Tail?
Yeah, but I don't know what it is in the
Very
OCG. They had the biggest issue with Dragoon. We do not.
Yeah, a lot of decks really seemingly struggled to out one Dragoon. Here it's just like, oh,
Although seemingly it would be
Inherent
a lot.
Summon?
It would be a lot harder now for TCG that we don't have triple tactics. Because that used to be the
one
easiest.
Raziel. Inherent summon another Raziel. Overlay. Attack. Protect.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got an idea of something cooking in my head which will work better once the Battles of Legend drops. But we might do a sort of pre-battles build and see how that goes. Spoilers, it's probably going to be shit, but I'm going to enjoy it. And then yeah, been playing around on some Master Duel because my computer's still working. Knock on wood. So yeah, hopefully that continues. Speaking of, we'll jump into the news with Master Duel. So the event that I've been playing, and I'm sure a few people here are playing, is the Dual Triangle event. So this one is slightly different to the last one in that the last one was Synchro Xyz and Fusions. This one is the 6 attributes. So we have Dark and Water, Light and Earth, and Wind and Fire. So you can only play within those brackets. Each bracket has its own limited and banned cards.
It's got banned cards on the fucking screen. But Baron de Fleur,
Not for us.
Baron de Fleur.
Not, well, yeah, for us, not Master Duel.
I just thought I'd give you a rerun on that.
So yeah, event things. So you get these little name icons depending on which ones you finish the line. So there's more gems to do if you go through each group of attributes.
Yep.
Otherwise, there's just a few. We also got a new field that we can buy, the
Do we not
Cherry
already
Blossom
have
field.
that?
No, the one that we have is basically very similar to this, but green forest rather than cherry blossom forest.
Cute. I mean, it is the season.
Tis the
It's
season.
the season a month ago.
And then the Floral Crown Graveyard and Banished Surrounds, just to pair in, I guess. Yeah. That's pretty much where Master Duel's at. Although
Yeah,
we are getting close towards the end of the month, so maybe ban this soon.
Dual Triangle.
We don't need a ban list for Master Duel. It's in a perfectly healthy place.
Well, I mean,
Is it?
Wouldn't know. I haven't played it.
will they finally kill Max C?
Well, the OCG still doesn't have a problem with it in the physical card game. 'Cause
Dose.
It's stayed at 2 for
Get
2 ban
dose.
lists now.
Yeah, maybe 2 is where it's at.
I think it's more like maybe time to get rid of Snake Eyes.
Oh, yeah, we definitely.
And White Forest as Amina is still very strong.
OG go.
Although they might be waiting until all of the Fiendsmith stuff's out just to push people in that direction. Because we still don't have Lacrima, Agnum Day, and...
God, it's so good.
I have to find my Agnima days.
Your what, sorry?
I don't know.
Doug Dimmadome.
It is just so good.
The card is kind of crazy. Like, I've watched people's games where, like, it's a super weak setup, but it includes Agnum Day.
Yeah.
And they just push on. Like,
Yeah,
it
it
seemingly doesn't stop them.
Yeah, it and Lacrima's pretty crazy. And probably what they should... No, they need to hit them. They need to hit the engravers first before they do that shit.
Yeah. Now,
I would say what gets his first, Engraver in Master Duel or Engraver in the TCG. Look, they've already hit it in Master Duel, haven't they? So,
Yeah.
Yep.
anyway.
Came out semi-limited. In the TCG news, we
Speaking
have...
of cards getting semi-limited,
So we have the full set breakdown now of Alliance Insight. Spoilers, it's not as good as I was hoping, so I will no longer be looking to purchase a case. So the secrets
the
that
set is kind of shit when you zoom out on it, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So the secrets that we have are Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice. This is the Gold Sark Searcher, which they need because without that card, the deck doesn't function.
Fine.
Diablo Star Vengeance, Regenesis Archfiend, Star Ryziel,
2 of them. Oh, God.
Malice P. March Hare,
Yeah.
Chasma, Dragon Ruler of Auroras, Allied Code
PXEs.
Talker Ad Ignista,
Yeah, which is that.
Regenesis, which I think is the field spell.
Yeah, with bullshit.
Gordian Slicer, which is the non-negating, non-responding Banishy card. I think you can respond, but it cannot be negated in any
One
way.
of these is wrong, yeah? Because
Which one?
2 Dragon Rulers are secrets.
You sure?
I thought Flickers is also a secret. Is it not?
What's his Ultra?
Maybe you saw the Starlight? I mean, not the Starlight, the QCR.
I
Bob
just
Ben
wanna-
researches that.
I mean, can I have a quick little rant, quick
Sure,
little
go for it.
vent of anger of that. So Dragon Rule was 2014, 13, 12?
Yep.
Whenever it was.
Sorry. Speaking of 15, 14, 13, 12, it's time for your More Chummy Market Watch.
Yeah, that's about
We're bringing it back for the final time because it was open on my phone when I opened my phone.
I was thinking of this.
Mulchami says it's
This
30.
is probably the most interesting time to do a
It's-
Mulchami watch.
It's
because-
$30.
$30. That's
Yeah.
Is that for the original?
Super.
No.
That's the base. The cheapest you can get Molchami is $30 for the Super. Also $30 for the Ultra, even though the Ultra is rarer.
We'll never be addressing this again.
It was a good gimmick.
Well, before we let the For Wild Lost Market watch fade into oblivion, how...
I've already clicked off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. I don't need figures.
we're
That's
doing
fine. This is more an
post-mortem.
opinion. This is an opinion bit. Do we think that that's how they're going to do these high impact hand traps from now on? Do like a
I don't think we're going to
6
get a
month?
high impact hand trap ever again.
So, Flickers is an ultra rare.
That's interesting hill to die on.
But also we had Persian Impulse that didn't get reprinted. So no, I think they're just going to keep doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, but
Definitely
that
just heard that
one's
as Persian
a hand
Impulse.
trap, not a hand trap.
What was the first word?
I definitely just heard that as Persian Impulse.
Isn't that what
Purge and impulse, not Persian impulse.
Yeah, Persian. As in,
Yes, gotcha. My Persian Impulses.
yeah.
Fan of rugs.
Yeah, I'll be real. I ordered a copy of like, specifically just one copy of Flickers, thinking it was a secret rare.
How much did you pay for your supposed secret?
I think like $11.
Oh, that's alright.
But like, could have probably waited. It would have been like $5.
And it's
Could have
still-
waited and got the QCR for that much.
It is the good one.
Oh, I'm not sure with inflation actually. But yeah, that is more expensive than the rare Dragon Rulers were back all those years ago.
Yes.
So when Dragon Rulers were relevant, we got them as rares and commons. Now,
did
they're
actually-
a complete waste of time. They're taking up secret and ultra slots.
They're here because then they get QCRs, and because there were QCRs in the most recent
Yeah.
reprint sets. That's the only reason they're there in these rarities.
Yeah.
That and there's not a lot else to like.
Buff this set.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot here.
Anyway,
TCG exclusives.
the last secret which we didn't go through was Songs of the Dominators, which is
with-
the
yeah.
Dominus search card.
Ah, okay. Ah.
Yeah.
You don't
So-
want to search them, you want to hard open them going for second.
Well, yeah, you certainly don't want to search them with this using its hand effect, because then you can't use monster effects for another turn.
Oh, I thought it was monster effects on hands for another turn. Is it completely?
I think it's completely. Does this open a link to it? No.
That's
Ultra
fine.
rares, we have Backup Adignista, Regenesis Sage and Lord, Spectral Dragon Ruler of Flickers, Ultra, see? Nebulous Dragon Ruler of Mishaps, Subadark Worm, Live Twin Leela Sweet,
Yeah.
Fallen Angel of the Golden
Surprised that
Land,
wasn't a secret. Surprised that wasn't a secret.
Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon,
Same again.
Jurashin, the Cursed Thunder God,
I have no opinions.
number 69, Heraldry Crest Dark Matter Demolition,
You're completely right.
Eclipse Dragon Ruler of Catastrophes, Disaster Dragon Ruler of all
You're right. It was the
apocalypses,
QCR.
Yeah.
Witches of the White Forest, and then supers and stuff we don't care about. Yeah, there's
Just-
really not a lot of high impact cards in here.
The fact that Backup at Ignister is the third most expensive card in the set as an ultra rare is a bit much.
Well, I mean, kind of is though, isn't it?
I'm happy paying Flickers now that I've thought about it more because the set's so starved for value and it's a very good ultra rare. If it was a secret rare, it probably would have been worth a hell of a lot more because it's full Dragon Link combo.
I mean, full Dragon Link these days is what? Maybe Seals and Borderland.
Look, I'm working some things here to make like Dragon Ruler Light Swan. Because like it discarding a Light Swan searches Light Swan Dragon, then you've got a Light Swan engraved so you can special the dragon,
Okay.
Dragon Dump,
Sure.
and then you can play from there, do some stuff. You've also off that discard, yeah, you can do other things.
To answer a question pre-pod, yes, these cards, the TCG World Premier cards, were in fact a part of the Master Duel leagues.
Okay.
All of them.
All of them, even the fish?
Yes.
The fish.
Well, we have
The
artwork for it now.
fish.
Yes, we now know.
See?
It's a the fish.
They would use that gimmick too much. Fair enough.
But look at it.
Yeah.
I love this one over here. Its eyes aren't quite facing the right
Yeah.
way.
He's making sure that he's looking at the camera. He's like, I'm a fish.
The artwork's kind of cool, but no, it can be played in Goaty. But anyway, we'll get there. So yeah, quite a few of these are fairy support and not good fairy support.
You would know.
Yes. So yeah, this is the fish. A Piscal. So when this card is normal summon, special summon a level 6 or lower fish from your hand in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. If this card is banished, special summon this card in defense position. So it can do some stuff in Goaty.
Yeah, cool.
Could have made Bahamut Shark.
Nope.
Instead, here we are.
Toxic boxfish. Yeah, that. I mean, the artwork's cool for that, but we did read through that in said leaks.
Fish
Another
and bits. Oh god.
So many fish cards. Why is something? I always imagine colored fish to be big.
Well,
Is this not bits? Oh no, that is.
Yeah, because it's got 1800 attack. I always imagined it was a big fish.
oh no, I thought
No, apparently it's just really aggressive.
I thought it was going to cut up into bits there.
No.
Yeah, that's what I assumed as well. But
The
no, these
OCG
seem
copy,
to
when
be-
they get it, will be.
It's big.
Oh, making this a start of main phase card is so aggressive. Like, you don't need to put that kind of restriction on fish decks, my guy.
Opponent can banish 2 cards from their hand.
Why is it can?
Because
They
do
do
that
not.
to negate.
Take 2 fish
Are
banish.
they going to keep
Yeah,
doing
okay,
this?
sure.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's the bids bit. It's much better than fish and swaps, I'll tell you that much. The fact it's a normal spell's already improvement.
I've never heard of fish and swaps.
And you never will again.
What about fish and chips? Are we getting those as a trap?
Oh, I mean, if they ever go for that gimmick.
The final amalgamation of the potato archetype from the OCG?
Yes!
I tried to find those. It was very hard to find.
Yeah, that makes sense. Next, the imports from Alliance Insight. So we get Dippity, which was sort of hyped up a little bit at the beginning of Fiendsmith because it's a die target that isn't 15 years old with no reprints.
Still less attack than Dust on that.
That's all right.
It's got less attack than everything.
The giant Crackhorn, I think that was a V-Jump
Can't see the
promo.
setter on point. Just want to say that.
Migratory
I'm going to be an
is-
absolute comedy actor at Sneak Peek.
This thing was good from what I remember for Blue Eyes, because it's just a level 8 extender
Oh,
that
cool.
needs normals if it opens for me. It doesn't want to
Earthfire.
open. Oh no. Primite?
My goodness.
But yeah, it kind of revolves around vanillas and like can get, I think, 2 bodies on the board on its own.
And we don't know the 101th card, do we?
That is 100. Oh, wait.
101, like, are we getting an extra?
Oh,
star?
the specialty Starlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd just be another one of the
yeah, one of the 25
25
cards.
dragons.
I think it might be, what would it be? The Link, maybe?
I don't know.
There's been so many. I'm actually struggling to keep track. I wish it was just the coloured magicians that we had at the beginning. Just sort of go through the rainbow. Would have been easier.
Then people complained, like me.
Yeah.
I still would have.
So then we had the announcement from the OCG. I don't remember there being...
Well, this hasn't loaded properly, but hey, here we are.
Oh, I think it's because it's like
they're-
all
they're
the
the VS
separate
It was
things.
the Hungry Burger stuff that we already knew.
Yes.
No, yeah, what was the official name? One of you just said it. Novels?
No, I didn't. I said Vanquish Soul.
Oh, yeah, when we knew that too.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. But yeah, this is probably the more main announcement,
Yeah,
question
Kurt
mark.
apparently is locked in on.
But they don't synchro off turn. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, not ever.
No, he's probably thinking Hoppy as well, Squadron. I know you, Kurt.
Oh, for God's sake. But yeah, anyway, the support seems decent if you're looking to do Lunalight things, but unfortunately, Lunalight don't want to do Lunalight things. Lunalight want to do full Orcus combo, from what I remember.
Yay.
And lock you out of monster effects so you can't do anything.
It would be Fiendsmith.
Yes, it would be Fiendsmith, you're right. I'm just wondering if it locks you after you do stuff. So I'm wondering if you can do stuff and then do Lunalight. Actually, I'm not wondering that hard because it's Lunalight.
Mythic monsters don't seem to have a restriction on them.
There was something that restricted. Cannot special summon from the extra deck while you control that face up except Lunalights. Okay. So So that one restricts you while you have the monster on the board, which isn't that hard.
Yeah. The other one's no restriction at all.
Yeah, okay. So potentially you could still do some Xyz/link spam nonsense with it, but I can't see it happening. The fusion is the towers, except for lunar light effects, so you can still do buffs and all that kind of stuff. And can just blow up all special summon monsters, because why not?
Look, that's neat.
Yeah.
But it does require you to get a Leo Dancer and have 3 more Lunar Lights.
Well,
That seems like a lot.
well, doesn't their fusion spell let you banish
Let's
from...
use the scales.
Yeah, plus the Kaleido chick can send from the extra deck to copy the name, so then she becomes
Yeah,
Leo
that
on the
becomes the
board.
Leo Dancer. Look, makes sense. It just seems like a lot of commitment there. We've just named 5 cards required for its summon.
Ah, it's fine. I don't know if it's fine. Next, this was...
Return the Duelist!
Yep, so another card named after a set, as is tradition, I think, for the Duelist sets. So if there's an Xyz monster on the field or in either graveyard, add 1 equip spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand.
How does this help Raziel?
What equip spells are they using?
None.
Maybe they'll get one.
Maybe?
Those can be added by the Duelist cards too, though. Isn't there a card that searches for Duelist cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yes.
Sure.
I think it's one of the pen cards. I think it's the pen Duelist card.
Sure. Now, this was one that we got hinted at. We don't have a lot of information at the moment, but supposedly we are getting a new version of Uriah, but it will not be playable in any duels.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
No idea.
Is it so they can make it as busted as possible?
Yeah, probably. The only good Uriah there's ever been, and they're going to go, no, you can't play it. Yeah. So, no
Well, I can't
explanation.
call it Uriah Lord of Searing Flames. That's literally the name of the other one.
So, was there a point in the anime where maybe it had a different, more powerful effect? Like, are they kind of doing the god cardy kind of thing?
They do that weird phantasm copy thingy, and then it kind of all just goes away.
Anyway, we might find out what that is later. Next, some more GX cards. They've gone really heavy with a lot of GX stuff in the most recent set.
And none of it's really good.
That Maiden in Love cards make me feel rage for some reason. I think I remember hating that episode.
Well, I'm trying to remember what episode that was. Was it the Moki Moki episode?
Maybe.
GX
rewatch time. Eucalyptus Mole. Oh my god, it's not even a Dez.
No.
Oh, this is...
There's more, eh?
But for some reason, Tree Otter's OCG name has koala in it.
Doesn't look anything like a koala.
It's a mold. We didn't even have those.
Did we not?
I don't think so.
My
bluff.
Cards destroy special summon a koala or Tree Otter.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh, it should be from including your extra deck as well.
What, so you can summon...
Yeah. Actually, you can't summon
So you can
these.
summon Des
he's
Koala.
he's a king of Oz.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Tree Order is very much a koala. That's not the worst looking order I've ever seen.
Yeah, no matter what animal that's supposed to be, it's very ugly.
It's actually... It's fucking... Not you, Jake. It's Jake from Adventure Time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's rude to Jake.
Look, you'd defend him, wouldn't you? You goddamn Jake defender.
Yeah, diagnose him with
Soul Union, it's Elemental Hero, who cares?
It's also a trap.
Yeah, who would care about elemental heroes?
Not the next news story.
No, still 2 more tabs to go, bro.
Because it's
It
Hungry
may
Burger
well.
support.
No,
What?
that'll be GX related as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get flipped the
Hungry
table?
Burger's GX.
Oh my god. We're gonna get the hot sauce deck.
Maybe. But yeah, this is a V-Jump promo that we'll know of next month. I've no idea what this is going to be doing.
If you're eating bread, draw 2 cards.
Next.
Another card we don't know the effect of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
there's
really
a
worth
lot of-
sacrificing the plug for, not the plug, the segue. I love Water Dragon so much, but it's kind of weird that we don't have Fire Dragon.
Is it though? Was that a thing?
Yes.
I didn't watch it.
Because fire doesn't conduct electricity. It does actually
I don't
conduct
think he ever
electricity,
played
so...
He has it in animations, but we never see him play it. But it's just weird that we get more light
Remember, kids, fire conducts electricity.
water dragons. I went the word light.
Be careful.
I'm dragon.
Never stand under a power line while there's a fire going. You will die.
Drill arm dragon.
Go, Hayes.
And then I don't remember what this did specifically in the thing.
What do you mean? It's Thunder Giant.
It avoided lawsuits, like most other
But
elemental
is it a
heroes.
better one?
Yeah, they're gonna make it's gonna be a quick effect.
It's a quick effect to still not really do anything.
What do you mean, Pops? Thunder Giant was the best one.
Okay.
Best is a loose term.
Best of the bunch of shit.
And then
Shit
lastly,
heroes.
what's this?
Another V-Jump promo.
Another V-Jump promo. We
God.
don't even have artwork for this one. It's getting renamed.
Contact
Yeah.
bound.
If you
It's
can't
a
tell,
key-freed card.
not a great deal of relevant news. Mainly because we went through a lot of that stuff from Master Duel a couple of weeks ago, so we've had to ignore a lot of the stuff that
Yeah.
got announced through the
They
week.
need to
Why
not
we
do that
talk-
again.
Why don't we talk about leaks? Yeah, why'd you bring leaks onto this show, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Bragg's banned.
Speaking of band,
Yay! The
We've-
mystery solved. It's people's
after
time.
20 years, we finally know for sure why our boy elemental hero and Neos had to look at how it had to look
Yes,
at his
no.
name.
No Clayman.
He was looking at its
No,
junk.
No,
Yes.
it's OCG art. I know. Is it OCG art?
No response.
Anyway, so we speculated as a community for many years as to what happened and why Neos never got a reprint. Some people suspected it was an issue with the company that was printing cards on the side.
Upper Deck certainly was. They were involved in this lawsuit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the artist has since come out and gone that. So in the legal documents that apparently we didn't find until now, which is weird because they're right there on the internet. That Takahashi and a few of the creators were brought out to Comic-Con, and he posits that they had said to research for the hero archetype. So they were at Comic-Con there to look up hero designs.
Look, I don't have a problem with this. Apparently, Raverdactyl Man had a problem with this.
Yeah, so, and he uses the same defense of, I have to pursue my copyright because if I don't defend it, then I might lose out on trademark stuff later.
America.
Yeah, which it doesn't, that's not how characters work, like, it's how...
Unless you're owned by Disney.
It's how chips and patents work. Like, if you don't defend a patent for long enough, you get... It's like, no, this now belongs to the public, but that's not how characters work.
Like Panadol. Paracetamol. Whatever drug is in your country.
What are they?
Close to free here. Bankrupt you in
Taflon.
American land.
Tylenol.
Tylenol. Tylenol GX?
So yeah, like so he
Game
copes
on.
a little bit.
Game
Like he
on.
apparently he won't get any royalties if they do print it now. He doesn't think that they are actually currently restricted. It was a proper settlement. So
Okay, so they've paid whatever money it is, and he's basically at that point signed the NDA and gone, I guess, yeah, you have the right to print the card as it was.
yeah, that's what he says. But also, that's him talking 10 years after. Like there could be something where they just they could even have an internal thing of like, no, we're not doing this again.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, they got away with it once, and they're like, oh, it's not that relevant. We can probably just, like, leave it.
I honestly thought it was going to be straight up stolen art, like the last time they freaked out about a card.
Oh,
Like-
was this Mad Lobster?
Yeah. So it was like I thought it was going to be that level for it just to be a likeness thing, which obviously there's a little bit of likeness, but not completely. Like
It's really, like, if you really boil it down, it's really just silhouette. Like, when you take away a lot of the, like, when you focus in on
He's
a lot
not
of
even
the
a
elements,
pterodactyl,
a,
man.
a
Yeah.
lot of the things are different, and I guess that's probably the argument that Konami had, is that, like, they've changed enough elements that it is different, and the character itself, while being a superhero, is probably different enough.
There's a lot of similarities there. Like,
Oh, I'm not saying there
the
isn't.
pointiness of the head is probably the thing that says, yeah, you copied it. If you had a round head, make more sense. But I guess it's like a bird or a pterodactyl.
Well, which one's he from? He's from Hummingbird,
Hummingbird,
right?
yeah, which it looks like Hummingbird. So, I mean,
Well-
it's kind of weird that Hummingbird doesn't have the same restriction because it's similar, but without the blue.
I did also see going around the Detonator looks exactly like some other card games art, and it's like ridiculously close. You could tell
Yeah.
me it's full art Detonator and I would believe you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess mechas probably have like only certain ways they can be designed in some respects. So like,
Yeah.
there's going to be similarities, but yeah, I did look at that and I was like, that's really close. Even the pose is just the position of the hands is separate. I think Detonator's hands on the right is open and the other one is the other way
I
around.
think the other one has like wheels on its knees.
Yeah, for skate.
Yeah.
It's just so kind
Whereas
of...
here you've got Ravedactyl going to raves. He raves by night and he's a pterodactyl by day. None of them fight crime.
That's probably the argument that Konami had. He's not even a crime fighter. He's just a raver in costume.
Yeah.
The facts of the case is so good, where it's like, in 1980, I made Ravedactyl. There's a fact. This card was made at this point in time, where like it was pretty well researched. It's a good read if anyone's bored enough. I don't know. Card games are all stolen from Magic anyway, so
Yeah.
it's kind of
Like Mad Lobster.
like it's
Summon
a
Skull.
certain point where everything's stolen from
Was Summon
everything.
Skull stolen back? I can't remember what the go is with Summon Skull.
No, I think Summon Skull was stolen.
Or was it stolen backwards?
Was stolen by Magic.
Yeah.
No, I think Magic had it first.
Okay. Because Summon Skull's one of those weird ones where like there's a card that looks very similar to the original Yu-Gi-Oh art of Summon Skull. Happens to have the same level as the mana pips in Magic.
It's very interesting
strange.
when I look at
I own that card somewhere.
when I look at Prophecy Destroyer as well. I'm shocked that that card hasn't been stolen from Magic because that art style is so different to the rest of them as well.
Yeah.
It's like
Always weird.
starkly different.
Still weird even now. There's not very many arts like it.
No,
Look, I'm just happy that we're not doing AI arts yet.
Yeah, unlike
give it time.
who has?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Pokemon.
I
Pokemon definitely has a few.
Oh. I've just said that, but like that fish is pretty fucking derpy.
If that's AI, at least it's been
a schoolfish,
like,
Yeah.
a postal. That's what this name is.
Wonder when we're going to start getting
Starfish.
that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Maybe that's why that one fish has weird eyes. Is because it was done by AI.
Chance.
Did we check if they have the right number of fingers for a
Yeah,
fish?
how many fish fingers does it have? Delicious.
We'll investigate. We'll investigate that for next week.
I'm just more of like just steal. Just everyone's like it's not a direct rip off. Steal. Fuck this guy. Well, fuck Beyond Comics or whatever it was under.
Did this actually get published in a comic?
Yeah, it's in Injustice. I'm pretty sure as well.
Oh,
Like I had heard of it before.
okay. Like
Couldn't name it in the crowd.
every actual image that I've seen of this character, I've gone like, this is some fucking dude that made this in his bedroom, and it's now like they stole it.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently, at the Comic Con that Takahashi was at, there was a
Sorry, I
very
need to-
prominent signage for it near his booth, and that's why he's convinced.
That
Yeah.
that's Ravedactyl's battle cry. I'm Ravedactyl.
My mom says I'm cool. Yeah.
No, she doesn't. Oh god. But look, silver lining. We know why it hasn't been reprinted now. With the settlement having been put in, I imagine that we will get it reprinted as per the poll that was put out.
We will.
Wasn't it the whole point of the poll?
No, it,
poll's
won.
done.
It won the poll and didn't get reprinted. That was Bonanza or Stampede.
Oh, so we just didn't get it.
No,
Okay,
we
cool.
didn't get
Yeah,
it.
they ignored it, and then
Ah.
someone's been so mad at the poll results that they've
Yeah,
gone finally.
I've actually done the research. You know what?
I have looked this up multiple times, and it's only ever been forum posts, like a few people directly asking Chewett what happened, and he just no answered them on Pojo. Like, but apparently it was out there this whole time. Pterodactyl. Say.
But we move on to our Discord. If you weren't aware, we do have a Discord. Link is in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi.
Shit name. Sorry, before we leave.
It is
It's
fucking
such a
terrible.
phenomenally shit name.
How is Aeneos the better of the two?
Down here. Go down here. Go to Discord.
Yes.
Give us your other names you would have named Raverdactyl.
Or his battle cry.
Yeah.
What about Dave Ractyl?
Dave Ractyl. Fights Dark Magic Ian. So, our first question this week comes to us from Jesse. With the dust settling post list, what are we looking forward to for States and WCQ, and how are we preparing?
Well, I want to fine tune Odie on a bit, because I really don't want to commit to 60 cards. I'm not a 60 card gamer, I don't think. But
The engines.
the results of that's it.
What
Not
you
quite.
could do... Does it play grass?
No.
Ah, so it's just open your 6 and hope for the best.
Oh, you open your 5 cards, you go, I drew one engine.
Okay.
Most things lead you back to France, Jake.
All roads lead
Because
to
we
France.
all should invade France.
It's any two monsters is Silhouette Rabbit setting a trap with Fiend Smith's thingy.
Oh, we don't need that no more anyway.
Bye.
I don't think.
Oh, I just went into... Okay.
Sleepy sleep.
Sleepy.
That's surprising.
Yeah. Given that my workplace has still not approved my leave for Oceanics, we'll see how we go. As for the stuff before that, I'm obviously keen to give Malice a go, Post Alliance Insight.
Expensive.
It is very expensive.
That's my current holdup, is that I'm looking at the prices of the Malice stuff, and I'm like, fuck.
300 just to get the 3 Malice monsters is so aggressive, because that's like 80% of what we spent to get the core at the release.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully hopefully they drop a little bit, but given that it is one of maybe 4 cards in the set that anyone's really chasing,
And the rest are other Malice cards.
yeah, it's rough. It's real rough. I was nearly gonna I'd literally gone to the Nikijo website, saw the Ignista core, 3 of everything was like 120. I was like, okay, I don't need 3 of everything, but
Yeah.
tick the box, get it done. And then I saw there was no Malice cards, and they were selling for 100. I was like, no.
Exactly.
Like, fuck, like, I don't even know if I'd pay like 70. I got 1, and was just like, $80 for 1's okay. I'll worry about the rest later.
Yeah. So we'll see how that all pans out, I guess.
Enter code Norman5 at checkout when purchasing your Malice cards from Nikijo. I do believe they just relisted right before we went live, so 24
great.
hours later.
So they're probably
Good luck.
already sold out.
They increased it by $5.
What the fuck? Ugh!
Well, you get it back.
That
Game is
5% off
bankrupting me.
voucher will maybe get you close up. Anyway,
As for how I'm preparing, I'm not.
you got your invite.
I
I
do have
realistically need it prepared. I haven't. Like, I'm probably going to play Malice. Haven't test-handed Malice.
If you just run back the same results, you get your invite.
Yeah, but that involves my deck functioning properly.
It will. Trust.
I looked at Star Rise and was like, this is only $15. I could put this in, but then was like, how do I get to an Xyz? Because that's my problem here. If I'm getting to an Xyz, I'm playing. If I'm not getting to an Xyz, I am losing.
$250 for a Genesis. Oh,
Yeah, the Regenesis is so expensive.
It should have been more expensive to bring down the price of the other things.
Ideally, yeah. Next question is from Rye Guy. How do you stay mentally engaged through a longer tournament?
Well, you see, here's the thing. Yeah, I also don't. That's 95% of my problem here.
I think everyone at regionals did say that. Yeah, they were fucked after round 5.
Oh, I was fucked after round 3. My mental engagement comes from doing well, because my brain just sort of switches off the worse I do.
I was pretty fucking livid after round 2 of the regional, and I was like, I played 2 fucking floodgate decks. My day better be good. And my round 3 opponent was just a nice dude, and I was like, hell yeah, I can get back into this.
The only person I actually had a problem versing was the dude who was doing like the longest synchro thing ever and talked aloud through his entire combo. Was like literally thinking out loud.
Wow, I was
I was like,
that.
I don't really need to hear what you're doing. It's
What?
helpful because I know you have extenders and I know I've lost, but shut up.
My opponent, like when I was next to you, like yeah, you had the better opponent of us, but I was also playing up.
Eh?
I found out I'll get X2, like I'm gonna be bottom, like seed, and no, I'm playing up. Love it.
Next question is from 6R6. What is your favorite style of deck to watch, and what is your favorite style to play?
Watch.
What you doing?
I've actually started to struggle to watch like Yu-Gi-Oh matches.
Oh
online.
yeah, like I'm always on my phone.
Like everything gets very boring very quickly. I've found, like everything's very samey.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's the issue with like watching a lot of the content, and especially if you're watching particularly your high-rated sort of duels of like the better decks, is that
Yeah.
especially with like Malice and Ryziel, it's just doing the same thing a lot. So
Yeah.
you're just watching basically to see who opened the thing that does the thing.
Yeah.
So it's not
Where,
like there's not as much invention within.
Like Malice is now
Archetypes.
going to change a fair bit.
Oh, for sure.
we're just waiting for someone to fuck up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess in terms of like decks you enjoy watching versus playing, is there a lot of difference?
Well, yeah, probably. Like I quite enjoy playing like Ryziel. My issue is that Ryziel's very boring to watch.
Yeah.
I like watching Chimera.
It's very interesting to watch people
I do
dismid.
too.
Yeah.
I get mad watching Chimera as well, and there's so many times where it's like, this board you're going for could just be an IP pass, and it'll be better.
They do a lot sometimes, and it's just like, okay, you've ended on not a lot.
Yeah, like, you should have stopped 5 plays ago and just done an IP pass.
Do you know what I find funny with the Chimera replays as well is like they'll often go for the Diabelles,
Yep.
which is fine, but then they'll shotgun her effect on the very first set.
Yeah, it's a negate.
But like the first one,
Would he pop in? Like, yeah, you probably should just fusion summon the Guardian Chimera and do that pop first before.
because the first one's almost definitely a bait.
Yeah. Or is it? And then bam, Harvey's Feather Duster. Every time.
Next
Probably
question.
fine. Next question. I'm not going to do the first one from Judy because it's a alien custom card, but he wants us to know if it's good or not.
It's not.
We'll unpack. I'll read it and we'll unpack.
Yes. His second question is: would a Yu-Gi-Oh set that's similar to Master Set in Magic sell well and make players excited and willing to pay a high price per pack?
I mean, that's kind of feels like what the Rarity collection
Yeah.
has been attempting.
And
But
if that's
in a
the case,
bad way.
yes.
In a bad way, though. Because, I mean, your Master Set wouldn't have Moki in it, would it? Oh,
No.
Maybe.
I miss those launch sets. God, Magic really did hit a stride 10 years ago and they completely...
The issue is that Standard died in a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. During COVID, they're like, we're just going to move this all online, and
I know,
then
Standard
stopped
did
really
die a
caring
little
about
bit
it.
before that because it just sucked for a bit.
Yeah. I played Standard for a little bit. Back when you get those yearly things. But I would more or less equate those to the Megatins, although one's an end cap and one's a start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
I would like... I mean, it's more logical, it's more player-friendly, and that's kind of what... Like, that's the market you should be chasing, but that's just not... It's not how it works.
yeah.
We're too far gone. It would almost have to be like if we ever do sync regions.
They also
Like,
really...
do that.
Like, those sets only really get a lot of value and work really well when there's a rotation.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you can be like, here is what you're going to expect from us mechanic-wise for the next 2 years, or at least the next year.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Yeah, because if we were doing it on the current system, it'd be like, this is what you can expect for 3 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Here's what you can expect for a few months. Here it is in an OTS pack.
Yeah, I'm almost looking at OTS packs as like, okay, so this is what they want to be good later? Like all of the
Good
Magistus...
6 months ago. Good in 6 months or good 6 months ago? That's
Yeah.
your choices.
Well, no. I look at more so what we've got announced for it, less so what I'm opening in packs. Because if I wait to see what's in the packs, it's
that's-
way too late.
Yeah.
And finally, from 6i6, what color tie do you think Jerome should wear?
Well, no,
Always yellow.
The yellow's the gimmick. You got to
Yeah.
stick with it.
Always yellow.
Now, I reckon for the next list, he should come in as Dark Jerome.
And Neos Jerome.
He'll get cancelled for that, Jake.
I've forgotten the name of it already. What's the fucking superhero?
Dave Tactile.
He'll come in dressed as Dave Tactile.
It's Rave Dactyl?
I know.
Yeah.
To avoid copyright.
Very important here.
Conspiracy theory? He has R&D in his name? I think not.
R&D is Rave Dactyl.
Oh my god. What was that?
Think about that this week, guys.
Roger and Derek.
Yeah, that was it.
They actually fused together to make Rave Dactyl.
I remember Derek. I couldn't remember Roger. Yeah. Roger.
That concludes us for this week. Thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching along, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're listening, feel free to favourite, jump into our Discord, ask us some questions, and we'll catch you all at the rave.
Goodbye.